He called her trash. A rich man. In a big restaurant. In front of everyone. But she was pregnant. Tired. Hungry. Alone. They dragged her across the floor. People watched. Nobody helped. He smiled. And kept eating. He did not know that one video, one truth, would break his name forever. Subscribe, this truth will shock you. The night air was calm. Soft music played inside the restaurant. Lights were bright. Plates were full. This was the most expensive restaurant in the city. Only rich people came here. Waiters moved fast. Faces were serious. Then the door opened. All movement stopped. Mr. Cola walked in. Tall. Heavy steps. Gold watch on his wrist. Fine agbada shining under the lights. 2 bodyguards followed him. The manager rushed forward. "Sir, welcome," the manager said with a bow. People whispered at their tables. "That is him. The richest man in this city. He owns half the buildings here." Mr. Cola did not smile. He liked fear more than respect. He sat at the best table. The one near the window. The one with soft chairs. Waiters rushed to serve him first. At that same moment, the door opened again. A woman stepped inside slowly. Her name was Amina. She was pregnant. Her belly was big and heavy. Her dress was old but clean. Her slippers were worn. She looked tired. Very tired. Her eyes moved around the room. Bright lights hurt her face. Her stomach growled softly. People turned to look at her. Some frowned. Some whispered, "She is lost. She does not belong here." Amina held her back. She took small steps. Her breathing was slow and weak. A young waitress saw her. The waitress felt something move in her heart. "Please." The waitress whispered, "You can sit there, sister." She pointed to a small table in the corner. Amina nodded with thanks. She walked to the table. Before she could sit well, her hand shook. A plate slipped from the table. It hit the floor. Crash. The sound was loud. All eyes turned to her. People complained at once. "She will ruin our night. She smells poor. Why is she here?" The manager rushed over. His face was red with fear. "Madam," he said sharply, "you cannot stay here." Amina tried to speak. Her mouth opened. No sound came out. She felt dizzy. At the rich table, Mr. Cola stopped eating. He lifted his nose. He smelled the air. His face changed. He looked around with anger. "Who allowed this?" he asked. No one answered. He stood up slowly. Silence filled the room. He pointed at Amina. "That thing," he said. "Throw her out now." The room froze. Amina looked up in shock. "My baby," she cried softly. "Please." The guards moved fast. They grabbed her arms. She screamed. People raised their phones. Screens glowed. No one stepped forward. The guards dragged her across the floor. Her slippers fell off. Her back hit the door. Outside, the night was loud. Cars passed fast. Horns blasted. The guards pushed her away. Amina fell hard on the road. She cried in pain. Both hands on her belly. "My baby," she whispered. Inside, Mr. Cola sat back down. He picked his spoon. He kept eating. Outside, Amina lay still. A car almost hit her. A voice shouted from the crowd, "Move away! She will die!"
Hello, I'm Cairo. Welcome to African Tales. Today's story is special. Stay with me. Subscribe.
The shout cut through the noise. "Move away! She will die!" A man pushed through the crowd. He wore simple clothes. His face was full of worry. He was a taxi driver. His name was Baba Tunde. He knelt beside Amina. He lifted her head with care. "Sister, open your eyes," he said. "Please, stay with your baby." He took off his cap. He fanned her gently. The crowd stood in a circle. Some people laughed. Some people looked away. Some people felt shame but did nothing. Amina's eyes moved. She breathed in slowly. "Water," Baba Tunde said. "Someone bring water." No one moved. He ran to his taxi. He grabbed a bottle. He came back fast. He poured a little water on her lips. Amina coughed. She opened her eyes. Tears rolled down her face. Why? She whispered. Why did they treat me like an animal? Babatunde shook his head. Because their pockets are full, he said, but their hearts are empty. Amina tried to sit up. Pain hit her back. She cried out. My baby, she said. My baby is still inside. Babatunde placed his hand near her, but did not touch her belly. Easy, he said. Slowly, he helped her sit against the curb. Cars passed. Horns shouted. Life went on. Babatunde looked at her closely. Where is your husband? He asked softly. Amina looked away, her eyes fixed on the dark road. The man who should stand with me, she said, threw me away. Her voice broke. He said I was nothing. Babatunde felt anger rise in his chest. He held it down. Some men fear truth, he said, so they crush the weak. Amina opened her small bag. Her hands shook. She pulled out an old paper. It was folded many times. The edges were torn. Babatunde read the top. Cola Group, it said. His eyes widened. He looked at her, then toward the restaurant. Mr. Cola? He asked. Amina nodded slowly. Yes, she said. He owns my pain. Inside the restaurant, laughter burst out. Mr. Cola raised his glass. Poor people love drama, he said loudly. They will beg for anything. His friends laughed with him. Near the kitchen door, a young waitress stood still. Her name was Lindiwe. Her hands trembled. Her heart beat fast. She had seen everything. The shouting, the dragging, the fall. She pulled out her phone. Her finger hovered. Then she pressed record. She turned her face away. She did not want to be seen. Outside, Babatunde stood up. Sister, he said to Amina, I will not leave you here. He pointed to his taxi. I will take you to a clinic. Amina shook her head. I must find one man today, she said. Who? Babatunde asked. She held the paper tight. The man whose name is on this, she replied. Her stomach tightened again. She cried out. Babatunde did not argue. First we save you, he said. Then we face the world. He helped her stand. Step by step, across the glass wall, Lindiwe's phone kept recording. Her screen showed Mr. Cola's smile, cold, proud. She whispered to herself, this will not end here. Subscribe, the truth has just started. Rain fell hard that day. Cold rain. Heavy rain. Young Amina stood at the gate of a big office building. She wore a blue cleaner uniform. It was too big for her. She held a mop in one hand, a small lunch bag in the other. This was Cola Group, a tall glass building. Many floors, many secrets. Amina was new there. She worked hard. She smiled often. Other workers liked her. She is kind, they said. She helps everyone. That morning, she cleaned the third floor. The office was quiet. Most workers were in a meeting. Amina hummed a soft song. She moved her mop slowly. Then she smelled something strange. Smoke. Her heart jumped. She looked toward a closed door. Thin smoke came from under it. The server room. Amina dropped her mop. She ran to the door. Inside, wires burned. Small flames climbed the wall. Fire! She shouted. Fire! She pulled the alarm. Red lights flashed. Sirens screamed. Workers ran out. People shouted. Amina did not run. She grabbed a fire cloth. She pulled out small computers. She dragged files away. Security rushed in. They helped put out the fire. Soon, the danger was gone. The boss arrived, sweat on his face. You saved us, he said. You saved everything. He smiled at her. You will be rewarded, he promised. That day, Amina went home smiling. Her feet hurt, but her heart was light. The next morning, things changed. She was called into an office. 2 managers sat there. Their faces were hard. Money lay on the table. Where did you hide it? One asked. Amina blinked. Hide what? She said. The missing money, the other said. Amina shook her head fast. I did not touch it, she cried. Security came in. Big men. Rough hands. Check her bag, they said. They found nothing. Still. They slapped her. They pushed her. Poor people steal. A manager said. Amina cried. Please, she begged. Check the camera. The manager laughed. The camera is not working, he said. They tore her ID card. You are fired, they said. Thief. They pushed her outside. Rain fell again. Amina sat on the ground. Her uniform soaked. Her dreams broken. She wrote letters. She cried for help. No one replied. Weeks passed. Her job was gone. Her home followed. The world turned its back on her. Now, in the present, Amina sat by the road. Nightlights shone around her. She held that same paper. The dismissal letter. Her hands shook. At the bottom, a bold signature stared back at her. Chairman, Mr. Kola. Her eyes burned. You signed my pain, she whispered. A bus passed. Wind touched her face. Inside a small village far away, a radio played softly. A woman stopped cooking. Her spoon fell. The radio voice said, "A story is spreading. A billionaire threw a pregnant woman out in public." The old woman's eyes filled with tears. That voice, she said. That pain. She turned up the radio. My child, she whispered. Back in the city, inside the restaurant, laughter rose again. Phones were raised. A red light blinked on one screen. Someone was still recording. Lindiwe stood near the kitchen door. Her hands were shaking. Her heart was beating fast. She had seen everything. The shouting, the pointing, the dragging. She looked at her phone. The video was still there. Amina crying. Amina falling. Amina holding her belly. Lindiwe felt sick inside. This is not right, she said softly. Around her, people were eating, laughing, drinking. Nobody cared. A waiter walked past her. He did not look at her face. Lindiwe wiped her eyes. She moved behind a shelf. Her phone buzzed. A message from her brother. Did you see what happened? She typed slowly. Yes, I saw it. Another message came fast. Did you record? She looked around again. No one was watching. She typed back. Yes. There was a short pause. Then her brother replied. Send it to me. Hide your face. People must see the truth. Lindiwe closed her eyes. She was scared. What if they fired her? What if they blamed her? She took a deep breath. She pressed send. Outside, Babatunde drove his taxi. The road was rough. Lights passed by. Amina sat in the back seat. Her head leaned to the side. Sister, stay awake, Babatunde said. I am here, Amina replied. Her voice was weak. They reached a small clinic. The building was old. Paint was peeling. A nurse came out. She helped Amina inside. Amina lay on a small bed. The nurse checked her belly. She checked her blood. The baby is not calm, the nurse said. You must rest. Amina held the bedsheet tight. I cannot sleep yet, she said. Why? The nurse asked. Amina looked at the wall. If I stay quiet, she said, my child will grow with lies. The nurse sighed. She gave her water. Just breathe, she said. In a small room far away, Lindiwe's brother sat on his bed. His phone was old. His hands were fast. He watched the video once, then again. He cut nothing important. He typed a title. Billionaire throws pregnant woman like a dog. He pressed upload. The video went live. Views started slowly. 100, 500, then more. 1,000, 5,000. Comments appeared. This is wicked. Who is this woman? Where did this happen? People shared it. Phones buzzed. Screens lit up. In the restaurant, a man checked his phone. Then another man. Whispers started. Is that Mr. Kola? Mr. Kola laughed. Poor people love drama, he said. They will forget. He kept eating. At the clinic, Amina's phone vibrated. Messages filled the screen. We saw the video. Stay strong. You are not alone. Tears ran down her face. Under the video, a new comment appeared. It was written in big letters. I know this woman. People stopped scrolling. The comment continued. She was framed by Kola Group years ago. The shares doubled. Anger grew. Amina held her belly. She whispered, the truth has started. The morning sun rose slowly. In a small village far away, an old radio played near a window. Mama Rahila stirred food in a small pot. Her back was bent. Her hair was gray. The radio voice was loud. People are angry, the host said. A video shows a rich man throwing out a pregnant woman. Mama Rahila stopped stirring. Her spoon froze in the air. The voice on the radio continued. The woman cried for her baby. Mama Rahila felt her chest tighten. That voice, she whispered. I know that voice. She moved closer to the radio. Her hands were shaking. The radio played the sound from the video. A woman crying. People shouting. Tears filled Mama Rahila's eyes. That is Amina, she said. My sister's child. The pot boiled over. She did not notice. She turned off the fire. She sat down slowly. Her mind went back in time. She remembered the letters, the pain, the crying words. Mama Rahila stood up. She walked to a wooden box. It was old and brown. She opened it with care. Inside were papers, old letters, a work card, and a small USB. She held the USB in her palm. "You trusted me," she said softly. "I will not fail you." She wrapped the box in cloth. She tied it tight. Outside, a dusty bus waited. People climbed in. Mama Rahila joined them. She held the box close to her chest. "City," she told the driver. The bus moved. Dust filled the air. Back in the big city, phones buzzed everywhere. At Cola Group office, workers stood in small groups. They whispered. They showed each other screens. "Have you seen this? Is this really him?" Fear moved through the building. In a big office upstairs, Mr. Cola sat at his desk. His face was calm. A woman from his team rushed in. "Sir," she said. "This is bad." He waved his hand. "It will pass," he said. Another worker entered. "Sponsors are calling," he said. Mr. Cola laughed. "They always panic," he replied. Then his phone rang. He answered. His smile faded. "Yes," he said. "I understand." He ended the call. One big deal was paused. He stayed quiet for a moment. Still, he said nothing. "They will forget," he told himself. Subscribe. This story is getting deeper. Across the city, Amina lay on a clinic bed. Her phone rested near her hand. Babatunde sat close. "People are talking," he said. Amina closed her eyes. "I do not want fame," she said. "I want my name clean." Babatunde nodded. At a TV station, a news anchor looked at the screen. He read fast. "Views are rising," he said. His producer leaned in. "There is more," the producer said. The anchor raised his brow. "Tonight," he said, "this story will grow. With must." The camera light turned on. The anchor spoke to the nation. "One woman," he said, "is coming with proof. Proof that may end a powerful man's rule." In the bus, Mama Rahila held the box tighter. The city lights appeared ahead. She whispered one line. "Truth does not sleep forever." The TV station was busy that afternoon. People walked fast. Phones rang. Screens flashed. In a small office at the back, a producer sat at a desk. He looked tired. The door opened slowly. An old woman stepped inside. She was Mama Rahila. She held a cloth bag close to her chest. "Sit, Mama," the producer said kindly. She sat down with care. Her hands shook a little. "I came for the pregnant woman," she said. "My niece." The producer leaned forward. "You know her?" he asked. Mama Rahila nodded. "I raised her," she said. "I know her pain." She opened the cloth bag. Inside was a small wooden box. She placed it on the table. "This belongs to Amina," she said. She opened the box slowly. Inside were old papers, a work card with Amina's photo, letters written by hand. The producer picked one letter. Tears were on the page. "She said they lied," he said. Mama Rahila nodded again. "They broke her life," she replied. Then she pulled out a small USB. It was old but clean. She placed it on the table. "This is the truth," she said. The producer looked at it. "What is on it?" he asked. "Video," Mama Rahila said. "From the office. From that day." The producer stood up fast. He called a tech worker. "Come here," he said. They plugged the USB into a computer. The screen lit up. A video opened. An office room appeared. A safe stood open. 2 managers were inside. They took money from the safe. They laughed. Then a door opened. A man walked in. At first, his face was dark. Then he stepped closer. The light showed his face. Young Mr. Cola. The room went quiet. The producer covered his mouth. One manager spoke on the video. "We will blame the cleaner," he said. "No one will believe her." Mr. Cola nodded. "She is poor," he said. "She will carry the blame." Mama Rahila closed her eyes. "That day killed her," she whispered. The video ended. The room stayed silent. The producer sat down slowly. "This is heavy," he said. "This can change everything." He stood again. "We must plan a live show," he said. "A big one." He picked up his phone. "Book Sunday night," he said. "Prime time." He turned to Mama Rahila. "We need Amina," he said. "She must speak for herself." Mama Rahila nodded. "She is weak," she said. "But she is strong inside." The producer picked his phone again. "Find her," he told his team. Now, across the city, Amina slept on the clinic bed. Her face was pale. Babatunde sat beside her. Her phone started ringing. Once, twice. She moved her hands slowly. She opened her eyes. She looked at the screen. The name showed. Mama Rahila. Amina's heart jumped. She sat up a little. "Auntie," she whispered. The phone kept ringing. Outside the clinic window, the city lights blinked. Something was moving. Truth was no longer hiding. Amina was on a bed. The bed was small. She felt weak. Her body hurt. Her phone rang. She opened her eyes. "Auntie?" she said. "Yes," a voice said. Amina listened. "I am here," the voice said. "Where?" Amina asked. "In the city," the voice said. Amina was quiet. "The city?" she asked. "Yes," the voice said. "I went to TV." Amina moved a little. "TV?" she asked. "Yes," the voice said. "I took your box." Amina held the bed. "My box?" she asked. "Yes," the voice said. "The letters are inside. The card is inside. The video is inside." Amina stopped. "The video?" she asked. "Yes," the voice said. "It shows the truth." Amina felt tears. "It stayed?" she asked. "Yes," the voice said. "It stayed safe." Amina touched her belly. "My baby," she said. "I will come," she said. She closed the phone. She looked at Babatunde. "I must go," she said. He nodded. "I will help," he said. Amina stood slowly. Her legs shook, but she did not stop. Babatunde helped Amina. She walked slowly. One step, then one more. Her face showed pain. "My back hurts," she said. "I know," Babatunde said. He held her arm. They moved outside. The night air was warm. A taxi waited near the road. Babatunde opened the door. Amina sat inside. She breathed hard. The door closed. The engine started. The road was busy. Cars moved fast. Horns were loud. The taxi moved slowly. Amina held her belly. "My baby," she said. Pain came again. She cried out. "Ah!" Babatunde looked back. "Stay strong," he said. "We are close." The taxi stopped once. Traffic blocked the road. Cars did not move. People shouted. Amina closed her eyes. She took deep breaths. "I can do this," she said. Babatunde nodded. "Yes, you can," he said. At the same time, in a big office, Mr. Kola sat on a chair. He held his phone. Many messages showed. People were angry. His face became tight. A man stood near him. "Sir," the man said, "you should go on TV." "Why?" Mr. Kola asked. "People are watching," the man said. Mr. Kola stood up. He fixed his clothes. He looked in a mirror. He tried to smile. "I'm kind," he said. "I help people," he said. The smile did not stay. At the TV place, lights were on. People walked fast. Cameras were ready. A woman stood near a wall. Her name was Lindiwe. Her brother stood with her. "You did good," he said. She nodded. Her hands were cold. Back in the taxi, Amina opened her eyes. She looked ahead. Bright lights showed. "The TV place," Babatunde said. Amina held her belly. Pain was still there, but she did not cry. She took one deep breath. "I am ready," she said. The taxi moved closer. The road opened. Truth was near. The taxi moved slow. The road was full. Cars stopped. Cars moved, then stopped again. Horns were loud. People shouted. Amina sat in the back seat. Her face was wet with sweat. She held her belly. "My baby," she said. Pain moved inside her body. It came strong, then weak. Babatunde looked back. "Stay with me," he said. "We are close." Amina nodded. "I am trying," she said. The taxi stopped again. Traffic blocked the road. Street sellers walked past. They sold water. They sold fruit. Amina closed her eyes. Pain came again. "Ah!" she cried. Babatunde turned the wheel. "I must help her," he said. He drove the taxi to the side. They stopped near a small place. A sign hung outside. It was a small nurse place. Babatunde jumped out. "Please," he said. "Help her." A nurse came out fast. She looked at Amina. "Bring her inside," she said. Amina walked slowly. One step, then one more. She sat on a chair. The nurse checked her belly. She checked her hand. "You are in pain," the nurse said. "Yes," Amina said. The baby is close. The nurse said, "You should go to hospital." Amina shook her head. "I must go first," she said. "Where?" the nurse asked. "To the TV place," Amina replied. The nurse looked shocked. "You should rest," she said. Amina held the chair. "If I stop now," she said, "the lie will win again." The nurse stayed quiet. She gave Amina water. "Drink slowly," she said. She gave her a small help shot. "This will help a little," the nurse said. "But hurry." Baba Tunde helped Amina stand. They walked back to the taxi. Amina breathed hard. The engine started again. The taxi moved fast now. At the TV station, lights were bright. People ran around. Cameras stood ready. A big clock hung on the wall. The producer looked at it. "She is late," he said. "We need her." The host sat on a chair. "Is she coming?" he asked. "Yes," the producer said. "Give us time." Outside, Mr. Kola stepped out of his car. Cameras flashed. He smiled. He waved his hand. People took photos. "He looks calm," some people said. Online, comments moved fast. "He is acting. He is scared." Inside, the live show began. The host spoke. "Tonight," he said, "we ask one question. Can money hide truth?" The taxi turned fast. The TV building appeared. Bright lights. Big doors. Amina saw it. "We are here," Baba Tunde said. Amina held her belly. Pain was still there, but her eyes were strong. She opened the door. She stood up slowly. "I am ready," she said. The doors opened. The show was live. The truth was seconds away. The studio was bright. Many lights were on. Cameras faced the stage. The host stood in the center. People at home were watching. Phones were in their hands. The host looked at the camera. "Tonight," he said, "we talk about a video." He turned to the screen. The video played again. Amina crying. Guards pulling her. People filming. The studio stayed quiet. The host turned to Mr. Kola. "Sir," he said, "is this you?" Mr. Kola nodded. "Yes," he said, "but people do not know the full story." He fixed his clothes. "She was sick," he said. "We had to protect others." People at home reacted fast. "That is a lie." He is proud. He feels no shame. The host raised his hand. "Let us watch something else," he said. The screen changed. A dark office appeared. A safe was open. Two men stood there. They took money. They laughed. Then another man walked in. The light showed his face. It was Mr. Kola. Younger, clear. People in the studio gasped. One man in the video spoke. "We will blame the cleaner," he said. Mr. Kola nodded on the screen. "She is poor," he said. "She will carry it." The video stopped. The studio exploded with noise. People stood up. Some clapped. Some shouted. Mr. Kola's face turned pale. He opened his mouth. No words came out. At that moment, a door opened at the side. Amina walked in slowly. Baba Tunde held her arm. Mama Rahila walked beside her. Amina's belly was big. Her face looked tired, but her eyes were strong. The camera moved to her. The host spoke softly. "Welcome," he said. Amina took one step forward. She held the mic. She spoke slowly. "Do you remember me?" she asked. "I was your cleaner." Mr. Kola looked away. Amina continued. "I saved your office," she said. "You promised me help. But you gave me pain." She paused. People at home were silent. "You called me a thief," she said. "You broke my body. You broke my name." Tears ran down her face. "But you did not break truth." The host raised his hand. "We will take a short break," he said. The screen went dark. Text showed on the screen. "Stay with us." At home, people did not move. They waited. They wanted more. Back in the studio, Mr. Kola sat still. His hands shook. The truth was out. The show came back from the break. The studio was quiet. All eyes were on Amina. She stood still. She held the mic with both hands. Her voice was soft, but it was clear. "I will speak," she said. "I will tell my story." She looked at the camera. "Years ago," she said, "I worked as a cleaner. I cleaned floors. I cleaned rooms. One day," she said, "I saw fire. I shouted. I pulled the alarm. I saved the office." People nodded. They promised me help. Amina said, "But later," she said, "they called me thief." She looked at Mr. Kola. "You signed my pain," she said. "You broke my body. You broke my life. But I did not steal." The studio stayed silent. Mama Rahila stepped forward. She cried to us, Mama Rahila said. She wrote letters. No one listened. She added. Phones started ringing. The host looked at his screen. A call came in. A man spoke on air. I am a partner, he said. We will remove him, he added. Another call came. I work with the law, a woman said. We will open the case again. People clapped. Online. Messages filled the screen. We stand with her. Justice is here. Mr. Kola stood up. His face was wet. He walked to Amina. I am sorry, he said. Please forgive me. He tried to kneel. Amina raised her hand. Stop, she said. I forgive, she said. But the law will talk. Mr. Kola stepped back. His shoulders fell. At that moment, Amina held her belly. Pain came strong. She cried out. My baby, she said. Baba Tunde ran to her. Help her, he shouted. The show stopped. People rushed in. Amina was taken away fast. Days passed. News played on TV. Amina held a baby boy. She smiled. The baby slept. Donations came from many places. Money, food, support. Amina opened a small place. She helped workers. She helped cleaners. She helped the weak. Baba Tunde got a new taxi. People thanked him. Lindiwe kept her job. Her brother's page grew. Mr. Kola walked into court. No guards. No smile. Only cameras. Only truth. The story ended. But the lesson stayed. Money can buy power. Money can buy noise. But money cannot buy truth. When truth stands up, even a rich name can fall. If this story touched your heart, like this video, share it with others, and subscribe, because more true stories are coming.